going on, everybody? Welcome to another marvelous week of Jays and Grays. This is episode 18. And boy, do we got a great show for y'all tonight. I got my co-host here in the building, Mr. Dave.
Yeah. What up, nigga?
What's cracking, my guy?
Out here in LA. This weather is trash out here, dog. It ain't no sunshine today. It's like 62 degrees. It's cold. I'm a Chicago person, nigga. I'm spoiled. I'm out here freezing my ass off in the 60s. This shit ain't right.
About how the weather is right now. It's about 58 degrees.
In Chicago?
Yeah, it's in the mid 50s. A little nipply outside today. A little chilly outside.
For sure.
But we also got a special guest, one of our good friends, and this man is famous. What would you rate? What would you rate him now? What C-, C+ list? It ain't quite B-list yet. You know what I mean? He getting that on. I'm speaking for him, baby. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give a nice virtual round of applause for the homie T Murph. What's up, bro?
T Murph. What's up, man?
What's cracking,
yeah.
man?
I see. He said I ain't B-list yet. Well, what the fuck is that globe in the background? What list is
that? Shows my intellectual side.
The until I get to Africa globe. I see you.
Culture, yes.
Once I make it to the motherland globe, having that. That's the globe they spent on the first coming to America. Where should we go? New York City.
Though. What's up, man? What's cracking?
Why do you have that globe in the back though? Like, see, I never noticed that globe before ever in my life.
It represents intellectual integrity.
You stole that shit from a junior high school somewhere.
He definitely did. I
stole it from your classroom, nigga.
You got you got that globe, and you got the brick wall from the revival in the back of your apartment. So,
nigga. Your ass out of there, nigga. You got that Bed Bath Beyond set up behind you too, nigga. So what's up?
Beautiful, ain't it?
Nah, beautiful like them flowers.
Yeah.
Hey.
I couldn't hear your jokes. Your internet ain't shit. But continue though.
Nah, man, Murph, I'm glad
we're not gonna do this. This is what we do this shit enough in class. Murph is one of my gym partners, man. On Tuesdays and Thursdays, sometimes Mondays and Wednesdays too, though. So we see each other often enough, man. But I asked the man to come on the show because I know he has something to contribute to this shit on today's topic. But we'll get to the topic in a minute because we always start y'all off with some news that you can use or maybe not use. And let's say the biggest news right now is the verdict of the Minneapolis George Floyd case.
Derek Chauvin
has been convicted, not charged, but convicted. And what did he get? What they give him?
We don't know yet.
Yes. Sentencing is in 2 weeks, I think.
Sentenced when you get found guilty.
In 2 weeks?
You get found guilty, and then they schedule the sentencing hearing.
Man, white folks are scared, G. They're at the point where white folks is at the point where like we don't even really think this man is innocent or guilty. We just don't want niggas tearing up shit. So we go because you know if they would have said not guilty, it was gonna go down.
Listen
again, nigga.
This is how you know what you're saying is extremely true because it took them 2 days to come up with that verdict. Nigga, why would it take you 2 days to come up with a verdict? It's like, okay, if I slap the shit out of Eli right now, hypothetically, I slap the shit out of him on Zoom right now. Fast forward, we go to trial. It take them 2 days to figure out whether or not I slapped the shit out of Eli. You saw me slap the shit out. You can rewind the tape several times, see. You can see where I've come, but they
Hey, some people see it otherwise. Some people are pissed off about the verdict. It's funny, James. One of your former stand-up producers.
Yeah,
comedy.
I heard all about that.
I saw some of his conspiracies about it. Let me tell you, from the whole fucking world, not just Minneapolis, not just the Midwest, the whole country, the whole fucking world saw this man murder this dude, and people still saying, oh, he was high on fentanyl. I'm like, okay, even if he was, like, can anybody, even if an Olympian triathlete, can you survive with 9 minutes cutting off the motherfucking air? Right. Can anybody survive that shit? Because that's what he did. He was on his chest. I'm like, God damn, boys. You just can't argue with racists, man. You can't argue with racists, but you're right. They gonna keep them boards up in them ugly ass plywood windows until they come down to sentencing.
I saw so many white folks saying Black Lives Matter. They were like, please don't break in our store, please.
Man,
please. I'm like, where the fuck all these signs come from?
Motherfuckers start speaking to me like, hey, I'm like, look, I don't loot and I ain't on that shit. Oh, okay, fuck you then. All right, do you know who does?
Yeah, man, but
I'm not really geeked. Come down to though.
I'm not really geeked about it though. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. I feel like it's like we didn't win shit. It's like, all right, this is like the first time this has happened in a long time. That's good, but didn't somebody else get shot like yesterday or today?
The same day.
Makia, what's her last name? Makia Bryant. I can't remember.
Yeah.
The girl who got shot in Columbus, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And if y'all don't know what's going on with that, so she called the police. She was about to get jumped. When the police showed up, she had a knife in her hand, and I'm thinking like self-defense. If I call you, I'm not about to call you until I'm about to kill a motherfucker. It's like, yo, I'm outside. Come get me. They about to jump me, and you trying to keep them off of you with a knife. And as soon as the police show up, they just So some people, even black people, are saying, I don't know, that's justified. Some people are not. I just think that there's better alternatives than to murdering someone. There are ways to disarm. There are ways to, even if you got to shoot her in the motherfucking kneecap, you know what I'm saying? Don't kill her, you know?
Yeah.
But I don't know.
The thing is, you see all these people, man, that keep what if it was your daughter? But like you said, if I called the police, literally, I put the call in, and then, people are like, oh, you need to wait till the police come. So I'm supposed to get my ears stomped together until the police show up. It's like, take the same scenario and look at what George Zimmerman did to Trayvon Martin. If he would have called the police and they showed up and he's standing out there with a gun, would they have shot George Zimmerman? Absolutely not. So that's the difference in the scenario. And it's like, when the police show up, okay, technically they don't know who called who, but you also need to worry about de-escalating the situation before, because now the other girls is like, what are they being charged with? Are they being charged with anything? Because really, you're at the cause of her death.
I think all that pretty much got kind of saturated with the actual, climax and action that happened, which was, leading to someone getting murdered. And so at this point, I don't think they're looking at, oh, y'all was conspiring to jump and assault this young lady. Right now, somebody just lost a life. And the police who pulled the trigger, which I think he probably gonna get off. And there's no way like, look, we already convicted one person. Then y'all asking too much now. This is too quick. We're not gonna convict two police officers right now. We get this like once every few years where we get some type of justice. But I'm
not excited about it, man. It's like it's like a Pyrrhic victory is one of them things that's like, yeah, but at what cost is it? So I'm not too geeked about it. And this is actually a good segue into what I'm about to talk about next, because I was telling you about this TV show I've been watching. Have you seen this shit, Murph?
No, I don't watch anything else dealing with black people and our struggles. I see it enough every day.
Nigga, like the whole show is based upon white evilness, right? It's like that's the whole. And Lena Waithe is so gangster because she didn't took Jordan Peele shit and just remixed the remix, and so Jordan Peele had us, nigga. She got them, right? And it's the shit is so good, but it's just like,
is that a form of copyright infringement though?
You said what?
You say if it's like a spin-off of his show?
No, it's not that. Like, I mean, I guess nobody has like a whole genre.
You're just using pronouns.
We.
Well, you got to incorporate pronouns in today's society, Murph. So I mean, yeah.
So that's all. Just you know what I'm saying? They them. Like say they them.
They them.
Theirs.
Her. But people were mad because they were saying that, like, she hijacked Jordan Peele's like blueprint, but you don't own a genre of nothing. Like, it's not like it's like you the only black horror nigga to exist. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna be honest, the shit is great. It's hard to watch, but the shit is phenomenal. I advise y'all to watch it. Like, I don't even watch a lot of TV like that. but that shit is fire. James, have you seen it? See, white folks ain't watching it because they don't want to be reminded.
Well, does it sting more than Judas and the Messiah?
Yes, nigga, that Judah and the Black Messiah is like PG compared to episode 5 of this shit. Like, nigga, we had to pause it and just start watching the Disney Channel for like 2 days because it was just so dark.
I've definitely heard how dark it gets, and you know, I feel guilty enough every day. I don't think I need to watch this.
I just want to say it's funny because Dave is like, James, have you watched it? James like, nah. He's like, see, white folks don't want to watch it. James, you are the resident white devil for this episode.
Well, it's every episode. I'm here for it. That's fine.
They can't see his face on here though.
Nope.
But they can hear the shame in his voice.
Yeah.
They're like, we need a resident white devil for the episode.
Yeah. Them is a show about my family.
Probably is, James.
Thank you, Dave. Appreciate that.
It probably is.
Dave rubbing that salt in.
You said what?
Dave rubbing that salt in. Finally, somebody who ain't getting this episode other than me. So keep going. Get it, James. Yeah.
Look, man. Hey, I'm part Japanese. Stop Asian hate, okay?
It's funny because every episode.
So it's Eda. You see that pineapple on top? Motherfucking Yakuza hairstyle. The fuck? Motherfucker came in with the Yaluza. Get that weak ass shit out of here, man.
Yeah, take off your do-rag.
Yaluza. I couldn't hear you. Your internet cut out again.
No, it didn't.
Days and bandwidth is what the name of this motherfucker needs to be. Get your bandwidth up. Goddamn.
Every episode that we have, we just end up ganging up on E-Dot. It don't matter what the topic is.
No, it's my own too, baby. I be
and his globe in the back. What the fuck?
Cool. This is sophistication back here.
Is that Africa?
Do you want? You know what, y'all?
That's a globe of Inglewood.
That's the war globe.
How little was this motherfucker?
That's Africa.
Oh,
yeah. Hey. Australia.
Wait a minute. So when you seen it on Amazon, it was full size.
They be like, yo, get this fantastic. I'll be like, yeah, that's big as hell. Only for $7? I'm gonna grab that shit. You motherfucker be like,
that shit
what I ordered versus what I got.
That's
definitely what I ordered versus what I got.
I mean, it's good to sit on your desk, man. You know, I got a desk.
That's a keychain.
When Jumanji came out, and you bought a Happy Man, and you got the Jumanji globe they came with the combo.
Do y'all got a globe? In y'all house? You either got a map? Probably not.
Get yourself a Kevin Hart size globe. All right.
Or get yourself a T Murph size globe too, because y'all about the same size.
Right.
You probably put your whole body on here, Murph, and spinning around.
Is that what you use to twist your dreads? You just lay one in there, you just twist it like this. Is that how you do your dreads now?
We don't know what them is, bro. They're not dreads.
They're definitely locks. Yeah,
they locks.
They're locks. They're
like it's just a weed.
Don't look like a fucking
like you take it off at night.
Nigga, those are micro.
I done picked it out before and spent it around. This shit long as hell.
This is part of the midlife crisis that we were talking about earlier. Like,
everybody don't gotta dress like a fucking chemistry teacher, Murph. Dave, when you get a certain age.
Bro, I don't dress like a chemistry teacher.
How do you ask for that hairstyle? Do you is it like let me get the bad bitch 2.0 or like what is it? Like did it come with eyelashes? Like how do you get that?
When you complimenting me right now?
I'm just saying that's the official black West Side lesbian hairstyle. Like every time I see like
you know what he did, Murph? You know, like when you bring in a picture and you show the barber, he brought in some grass. He was like, "Can you make me look like this?" He was like, "I got you, fam." And it was just a bunch of grass just coming out the ground. Weed.
You got to tape it up with a weed.
Anybody who's watching this right now, if you got good protein and you still grow hair at this age, just know that at some point your friends or your same age genre is gonna have jokes to hate on you because they can't do the same thing. You know
I got hair.
Well, you ain't got hair about right. That's where your hair starts. Your shit look like a smiley face, like a smiley.
Yeah, it always has.
Yeah.
Your shit look like a turnip.
It don't matter. I can style it any way I want to though. Man,
It do though.
I bet you can't do this. I bet you.
my
Yeah,
God.
yeah, I know. Mark,
Wait a
come on,
minute,
show
wait a
it.
minute.
Show
Wait,
it.
hey.
Can you do that?
Middle
Hey, hold on.
age
I
chief
remember
keep looking ass out of here, boy.
Hold on. Wait a minute, Dave. Give me.
It's women. It's women who jealous of me because I got this up, and this is real.
Wait a minute.
What you about to show,
Hold
Murph?
on.
Let me
Wait,
take this back out.
wait, before we move on, because you're not finna do this. You're not finna. We not finna act like we don't see this. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Mhm.
Here we go.
Have
Hold
to
on.
keep you up.
So we really don't. What you say, Dave? And what you say, Edot? So this is what we doing?
Let's see what you about to pull up. Some
I can
bullshit.
hear you.
You about to pull up some bullshit.
What's going on?
You see us lining through the sheer do-rag. Get a little close to the light, Murph. Show it off. What you trying to hide?
Oh, I'm showing some shit off right now since we doing it.
Oh, you said I look like a Marion?
This is what you lean in front of your line and never. Hey, you got the haircut of a female UFC fighter. You look like
you got a strap on right now.
Now, I can wear it any way I want to. I have options. You know what I'm saying? Long hair got options. I can wear however I want.
Okay.
It's
Hey,
gonna grow.
What was the old girl that was in He-Man?
What? Who, She-Ra? Like I don't know.
What the
You showing
fuck?
your hand right
In
now.
the
You
movie with
showing
Eddie
your
Murphy
hand
and
right now.
shit. What the fuck was her name?
I don't know.
Huh?
I don't know.
Oh my God, y'all know who I'm talking about, man.
You said she was in He-Man?
Was she in He-Man? I think she was in He-Man.
I mean, I don't know He-Man like that, bro. I don't know.
Oh man,
I do know that Murph.
forgot Dave. You 53.
I am. I'm old. I don't. But I'm not. I know my age. E-Dad gonna be 40 soon too. And I know you be rocking the suit, so you can't have like the suit that says I'm business and the hair is like I'm drill music. So it's like
Clothes don't make the man. The man makes the clothes, sir. Yeah, I can rock anything and make that motherfucker fly. With this
you got
hair,
quiet again. After you said that, it was like
with this hairstyle. You know what I'm talking about?
Moving
Start
on.
with the show and just focus on
moving on.
Moving on.
Fuck on, god damn.
That's what you need to do with your hair. Is just move on to another haircut. It's just moving on.
All right. You got any more topics for before we get into the real shit? Or you just
That
gonna
was
get
the
to
biggest thing that happened. That was the biggest thing that happened. Michael Rappaport. Well, that's not new anymore.
and Kevin Durant?
I snitched on KD and apologized, and Black Twitter came for his life. So
Say he snitched on KD.
yeah, he screenshotted some shit he said to him in a private conversation, going back and forth. No, but
Who does that?
Michael Rappaport.
Shit, man. Hey, but before we get into the topic real quick, Murph, I definitely want to say congrats on y'all getting to season 2.
Oh, thank you, bro.
I think that's fucking huge, you know, in terms of shows getting a second season. And the show's good. So if you rock with Murph, rock with us, check out Woke on Hulu. Season 1 is streaming now. Do y'all got any date on when y'all supposed to go back shooting?
This summer.
Dope.
Yep.
I know Southside is back in Chicago because I done had all these comments. I had every Chicago comic DMing me like, "Hey man, can you hit a Diallo for me?" Like, nigga, no. The little role you get that's gonna be 2 lines ain't gonna do shit for you. Okay, like
Nothing. So quit asking.
You see how he came at you, Edot? Look, anyway. Edot, they need this hair on Southside, man. This hair
I would definitely make the show, but I didn't ask. Yes.
you would have been great on Southside, bro. Yeah,
Hell yeah, as a height with that hair, you'd have been a whole crackhead.
Didn't you see the web series? Hold on.
When he was 11 on there? Huh?
What?
No.
You can't bomb on your own podcast.
No.
Murph, Edot is a good actor, man. You didn't see his web series when he was a cop?
No. Did he have that hair?
No.
Nigga was undercover.
Hey, I would have been dope. I ain't no actor.
Garrett Top PD.
I've been blessed with acting.
Look, He ain't changed. He still had the police uniform on, but he had that hair. Like, do I look like a cop? Do I look like a cop?
Nigga cops with dreads. You ain't never seen a police officer with dreads?
Hell no.
Yeah.
Nigga, have you?
Yeah, where have you seen a cop with dreads at?
Exactly,
yeah.
nigga. Fuck out of here.
No,
That's like them strippers.
that was I'm about to say jump out of a birthday.
Male stripper cops. That's about it, nigga.
Nigga ain't never. He said jump out of a birthday cake. Nigga, you ain't never seen an officer with dreads. It's never happened.
Yeah, like Dave's point. How the fuck you know about a stripper officer, Dave?
You said what?
Huh?
You said what?
What?
Nigga, I'm just saying there ain't no real cops wearing turnips and radishes out there. The only one I can think
Radishes.
You know what? I love it. Keep it going. I love being different. I don't want to be like y'all them born ass haircuts. Murph, you knew he's about to be online. You know what I'm saying? He's got your do-rag on. And your daughter fucking
Just got out the shower. Can I lay my hair down? You see the gloss? Damn, bro. I literally just got the shower. You still musty. So we're not gonna tell the people what you really smell like in that motherfucker right now.
Good. I can't
fuck
even
outta
remember
here.
the last time I smelled. I ain't
You
smelled.
can see the steam from the back of your neck right now.
you
Boy, you
said
musty.
you can't smell?
That's
No, I haven't smelled bad in years. I can't
low
even
key.
remember.
That's why your internet keep cutting out. Your modem can't take the stench, motherfucker. You fucking up the tether in that motherfucker.
That was low hanging fruit, Murph. You should know better than that. Come with
Low hanging fruit is
bro.
stale.
That
It
shit was
smells
so
like
basic.
you. Continue.
Come on, man. That joke wasn't all that, bro. Come on, man. You gotta come better with that.
I bet when y'all be working out,
Man, it's all you do is talk the whole time. He don't shut up the whole fucking time.
all right. What we talking about this week, Eda?
So the topic this week is the finesse game. So what made us like, man, what we're gonna talk about is that I ran across this GoFundMe where this chick was asking for some money to help her pay back the $20,000 PPP loan. Now we posted it on the page, and she's like, "Help! I'm not trying to go to jail." Like motherfuckers think it's a joke. So we've been seeing a lot of these GoFundMe scams. Everybody knows about the car crackers. The hammer is coming down, and judgment will soon be revealed on you car cracking PPP scamming ass mother effers. Now, I was going to say niggas, but it ain't just niggas and white people. They be doing it too, and everybody else can get away with it.
James, stop doing that.
James, really?
Just trying to live my life.
So hold on. With these PPP loans, because I've been seeing people saying like, no, it's free money. So do you get the money or do you got to pay it back? Which one is it?
Well, if it's
Say it again, Dave. You broke up.
If you can prove that you have a legitimate business that has been used for payroll expenses, employees, there are certain expenses that's outlined in the statutes. If you can prove that within 24 weeks, you can apply for a loan forgiveness. Now it's only 1% and it's fixed, even if you got to pay it back.
So I had a friend say he would do mine for me if I gave him 10% of the loan. So I'm like, why would I pay you for this?
Well, a lot of people been getting paid for that shit. Like, yeah, give me that, because I mean, you got to do it right. It's really not that difficult, but most people, don't want to pay to do that shit. Like the first year, I didn't apply for it. I wasn't trying to be on those ski cheats. You know what I'm saying? But this year, I definitely did. My accountant did mine. He's been doing my taxes for years. He's highly accredited. He did mine the right way.
So you've been balling out on Jeffrey? So you've been balling out?
I ain't got it yet. I'll probably get next
on
week.
Jeffrey.
And no, at this point of the game, man, I know about money, so it's not gonna be. Well, I'm gonna fucking ball out and go where? You know what I'm saying? Where's gonna be 10 people at because of social distance regulations? No, man, I'm just gonna fucking invest my shit. Probably buy some more crypto. You know what I'm talking about? Like that.
As you should.
Yeah. Don't get us started on that, because we all crypto enthusiasts on this motherfucker's day.
But even that shit, even with the crypto stuff, it's like, what's real and what's a scam right now? I don't know. I don't trust none of this shit.
Well, you got to get in tune. Everybody, I can tell me, I've been scammed a couple of times, but it's called karma. That's what they're going to get their day back. It's called karma. Let me tell you something. I got a story for y'all. This is the first time I got finessed. I was still living in Nashville.
You pay for some pussy? It wasn't real pussy.
Well, this is a whole other episode. But look, stay on topic. I was in Nashville and came to this stoplight and there was like 3 dudes in the car pulled up like this, let my window down and like, yo, what up, man? We got these chains and this camera, blah, 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 woo, woo, woo. Man, 300. I'm like, a gold chain and a motherfucking camcorder for 300? Bet. Bought that shit. Dumb as hell.
Why? Why would you do this?
And made the purchasing decision in less than 5 minutes. So I got to the crib and my roommate was there and his homeboy. And so when we got up in there, I'm like, hell no, guess who came up? Me. You know what I'm saying? Check it out. I got a gold chain and a camcorder for $300. Nigga, this is at least a motherfucking $700 value. Y'all ain't on y'all hustle. I was talking y'all shit. So my man's opened up the motherfucking box with the camcorder and he was like, nigga, this is a prototype. It was no nothing. It was light as hell and the gold chain turned green in like 3 days. So I learned to be humble and just be more introspective when it comes to buying hot shit. And that's my first finesse story.
I got a quick one. It was 2009 and I didn't know how the shoe game worked. So like, I think I had bought a pair of Yeezys. So I thought, and they was like $200 online. And, you know, I wore them. I think I wore them to school one day when I was teaching and the kids was like, yo, Helem, you got on some fake ass Yeezys, right? And they was like, because I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? So, but here's the thing though, I still wouldn't mind wearing fake shoes. Like I don't see it to be problematic.
Thank you. Go ahead.
What they got to do with the
Wait a minute. Hey, you seem
We talking about that shit 2 years ago. Y'all know good damn well I'm talking about.
What you talking about?
At the motherfucker Pollock with them jump bands I had on.
Were they fake?
No.
Oh, well, we talking about wearing
were
fake.
They fake shoes?
No, they wasn't. They was real Jordans. They just wasn't the Jordans.
No. They were team Jordans. There's a difference. Eda, don't.
They called those the Mexican Jordans.
Yes. You would have
But
been a
they
hit.
was still a brand, nonetheless. So what the fuck is y'all talking about?
You would have been a hit in Pilsen, is what we're saying. They would have been like, yo.
I'm gonna hit somewhere. That's all.
Them right there, my boy.
What's on you, goddamn it?
Anywhere on the other side of Pulaski, they would have been like, nah, those are nice. Those are you got the Air Jordan 1s?
Yeah. I get love in every hood.
Not the Jordan 1s, the Jordan 1s.
Jordan 1.
It says Jordan 1.
That's funny.
Okay, Dave. So you said you got scammed. So you got scammed into buying some fake Yeezys.
Yeah, I mean, I would get scammed a lot when I was drunk. I was coming out of the strip club and they was playing that game, but like, you know, they moved the little things around in Atlanta, and it's like they put the rock. Yeah. And I'm like, oh man,
and to be his homeboy on the side, like damn, like he just came up and won like $400, and then he get it back to him on the side.
That's all scripted though. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't know that shit. Like he took my $200 and walked off. I was so sad. But
Murph, have you ever got scammed, sir?
Hell yeah, several times. I'm the king of the come up. I got scammed.
No, I said got scammed, not scam somebody.
I'm saying I'm the king of the come up. So I initially
yeah.
scam because everything to me is a come up. This dude, so up here in Chicago, I was riding down the street. Dude had a van. He flagged me down like, yo. I'm like, what's up? He's like, man, I got these surround sound systems, bro. I'm like, what? He like surround sound. We pull over on the side of 79th Street. We outside on the side of 79th. He's like, man, I got these surround sound. I'm like, man, what's up, Joe? He like, man, they going for like 2,000, man. You know what I'm saying? Give me like 700. I'm like, hell no. He like, man, just give me like 5. I'm like, man, I got like 3. He like, all right, I get the box. You know what I'm saying? I check him out, throw that boy in the car. I'm good. I got me 2,000 round sound system for like 300. Drive all the way back to Carbondale. Plug that motherfucker in the crib. When I tell you that shit sounded like a cassette player, man, I looked it up. That shit wasn't worth Now they got nigga 3,000 man, dude got my ass. They was out here scamming, like basically it's like getting these big boxes that say they got the price on the side. But I had Google it and hella people had got with the same shit. So me being me, I took it up to the barbershop and was like, man, got this surround sound system, man. Going for like 2,000, man. Really, I just won back what I paid for it. And you will never guess who bought it, Eli.
Who?
Sonny.
Hey, you sold him that shit?
Corey bought that shit. It was mad as hell after he bought it. Corey came back like, man, Murph, man, how you gonna tell me that bullshit? I was like, look, man, because I knew you was gonna sell it to somebody else. I'm like, what you do with it? He like, shit. I told another motherfucker I had a $2,000 surround sound system. I sold it to him for like $500. I was like, man, G, I knew you was gonna sell it to somebody. Hey, this is me and Eli homie. Corey, if whatever he got, he like, shit, somebody finna get this motherfucker. So he popped it out to somebody else. True story. Corey said he gave it to somebody for like 2 pounds of weed or some shit like that. I swear to God, so he was nigga. Oh my God.
We all get scammed. We done all been scammed at some point, man, and we done probably scam somebody too. You know,
I couldn't take the L. I was like, Corey got the bag. He'll be all right.
we all finesse somebody, man. But like, here's my thing. Like, how do people get bold enough to put like some bullshit on a GoFundMe because they know that somebody gonna pay for it? Like, why do you feel people have the nerve? Do you think that people legitimately think like, man, I believe this bullshit so much that I'm gonna put it out there because I believe it so much? Or do you just think like, man, these motherfuckers are so stupid that I know that they gonna contribute to this fund, even no matter how dumb it is?
It's just an evolution of the game. Like, it ain't nothing new. I know when I was in college, it was these cats from Detroit, and they would always have the fly shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would, and I didn't know they were like cracking cards back in college, right? I know that was a thing because we didn't have GoFundMe's back then. But people have always figured out a way to have like a hustle. So whether you're begging for money, trying to finesse people, or you just actually got a hustle that's illegal, like the shit is not nothing new.
Exactly.
I would see my students in the club after they got older. And this is like in the West Loop before they started like shooting all the goddamn time. I would see my former students and they would have way more money than me, nigga. They would have like big ass belts and buckets of champagne. They'd be like, yo, Helem, I would have a beer. And then they would have like a section and they would have like women. And I would come sit in their section. So they were the card crackers. And I felt so lame, but at the same time, I was just like, you know what? You do got bottles and I can't afford shit. This is like 2012, right? So I'm like sitting in my former student section. I'm like, I'm so happy to be around these niggas. But this shit ain't nothing new, man. People been hustling since hustling.
I've been got on the card cracking tip too though. That was on really shit. That it came back to bite me.
Yo, you was a card cracker?
No, I got by a card cracker.
Gave somebody your info to get the bag.
What did they tell you?
And they ran
The
off
way
on
they
the
do
plug.
it is that they put a check in your account with your name on it. You know what I'm saying? And the check is bogus. So when they process the money, they take out the money, you know what I'm saying? Because they got your PIN number. They take the money out of the check. So let's say the check is $5,000. They take the $5,000 out, and then they say, okay, I'm gonna give you $1,000 for letting me do that. But the risk is all on you because when they found out that check was bogus, you're gonna get in trouble for it.
Yeah.
So hold on, pause. So they gave you a check to deposit in your account?
No, they deposited themselves.
No, they
take
deposited
your debit card
for you.
Yeah, they take your debit card, they deposit the check, and then they go around to different ATMs and take as much money out as they can at every individual location. I know people that was doing it from Carbondale all the way back to Chicago. They were just stopping at ATMs every stop along the way. So I think the most I ever heard about one of my homies getting today was like $20,000. So he got.
Hold on, I'm still confused about how this shit starts. So you said that
you just put a check in. It doesn't matter.
So I say, Dave.
You put in fake check.
If you give me your PIN number, I give you $2,000, right? And you thinking like, oh, that's it, bet. So on some dumb shit because you young and goofy. So you give me your PIN number. I got this check that I might have stole from somebody, you know what I'm saying? And I sign it over to you in your account and I deposit it into your account and I say it's for $10,000. So when Chase or whoever processed this, it's not easy no more because there's so many damn security rules or whatever. But if Chase processed that 10 bands before they catch on, I'm gonna be the already took my money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna try to duplicate that as many times as possible. And you the one that's gonna be in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Now I'll give you a little $1,000, whatever, how much I said I was gonna give you. But at the same time, when they come back, it's gonna be on you. So they did that to me. But the problem is Chase they never processed the check. Instead, what they did was they locked my account. You know what I'm saying? And I had just got paid that day. So they took my fucking paycheck, my real money. So I was like, okay, we can't get this 2,000. We can show get this little 1,300. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm thinking like, man, what the fuck? So of course they got ghosts. I couldn't get in contact with them. So I had to beg and plead with Chase because niggas the weekend I ain't had no money. My account was locked. And then they end up giving me my money back after I pled my case for a while. But yeah, after that I'm like never again. So a lot of people was victims of car cracking, and you know these car cracking motherfuckers. You know, nigga weigh about 115 pounds, but got on fucking skinny jeans and Louis belts and shit and flashing money on IG. You know, yeah, man. I think my little cousin was a car cracker too. You know what I'm saying? He don't follow me, but I wouldn't.
What he's trying to tell you is his little cousin is the one that did not bring him his
It wasn't
$1,000, and his little cousin is
It
also
wasn't
the
him.
reason.
You know what? I started to have him as a
He
guest.
just snitched low key. I think my cousin.
No, I started to have him as a guest on tonight's show. Like, hey man, can you talk about car cracking on the show? You know,
Why would he do that?
No, he would be like, you know how they be having them old murderers, like they face be covered up and they be talking in that dark. So I mean, I've been cracking cars since I was 14, and you know, the game been good to me, type shit.
With that deep ass voice.
We're gonna have James put the effect, like make sure they don't get his name. He gonna show us how the game is.
I mean, but this brings up a different point about all this shit, man. Like as a former school teacher, you know, I would try to tell my kids to go to college and get jobs, but they would be like, man, we ain't trying to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it's real money out here, like through hustles and stuff like that. So, yeah. You know, like it's kind of hard to tell people to go to college. Cause I mean, like shit, nigga, I went to school. I got a math degree. For what? To be broke and shit. Like I don't see the allure of just working a 9 to 5 anymore. If it's all these other hustles out here, like even what we do as comedians, like it's somewhat of a hustle. You work an hour a night and you make thousands of dollars doing that shit.
It's not a scam unless you tell motherfuckers you're funny and you're not. So yeah, basically you a comedy player.
Bullshit. I mean, that's a whole nother conversation because there's a lot of people who got specials who.
But why wouldn't I mean? When you think about it like this, right? You look at as you say, Dave, how much money you can make hustling, or,
right?
You know, just doing it. There's so many different ways to get money out here now, and that kind of goes back to when we talk about certain issues in the Black community, whether we talk about violence that happens in our community and how a lot of times we're silent on those particular issues, or how the media doesn't cover it, and then you have those people that combat that with you gotta create jobs in the community. I'd be like, nigga, who the fuck want to go to work? Like, what are you talking about, nigga? If I'm making $30,000 a month, but you telling me, look, man, I can go ahead and get you at least $350 to $500 a week, right? We're gonna tax that, so it's really gonna be $350 if you're getting $500 after that. And if you want some medical, now it's $250. But look, man, this is the way. Motherfucker gonna look at you like you stupid. Like, bro, I'm making 30 grand a month, and you telling me that what I need is a job? Like, where do people come up with this shit? It's like, we need jobs. They gonna stop shooting. Like, who the fuck? When do shooters be like, I'm gonna kill this? Man, I would go shoot this nigga, but you know what? I don't work this 8-hour shift. I'm sleepy now. Like, nigga, we gotta stop with the same old, man. Like
Thing is,
people don't really
crime,
understand. Go ahead.
but crime and scams ain't gonna ever stop.
Ever.
I mean, it's the way. Just like, you know, when corporate businesses become, you know, billion-dollar fucking enterprises, just know that they didn't do that 100%
The legal way.
hands clean. At some point, they was on the crooked shit too. That's America. That's just the country that we live in.
That's capitalism.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you do what you got to do until you get to where you're gonna get. You know what I mean?
All right. That's a good point.
People cheat. So I ain't really, you know, I ain't knocking nobody hustle.
So are you, I'm about to say, that's my next question. Are you really mad at somebody who, if they are, because people use their looks a lot of times, like with women, I know like they can put a GoFundMe up and say, hey, I need help. Or not even if you look good, you can be a dude and just be like, hey.
If niggas is lame enough to do it, I ain't mad at it, period. I'm like,
but why is it lame?
Shit. I'm not gonna give your ass shit. But it's a lot of goofy ass dudes that'll do it. But I'm not mad at it. You lose.
I'm not gonna say that it's lame, but what I will say is your moral compass or whatever you consider, because depending on you, it's like, all right, I'm gonna go out and get it. Regardless of what happened, I'm gonna get it. So if comedy failed for me today, right now, I can't do stand up anymore. Some bullshit, nigga. I'm gonna pick up some clippers and I'm gonna go start cutting hair. I'm going to open up a barber shop. I'm going to open up a barber college. I'm going to find a way to make sure I still can get that bag. But that's just the mentality that I have. But then there's also other motherfuckers that see that, all right, if I put my Cash App up, then somebody gonna send me some money. I can say, oh man, it's my birthday. Or oh man, I'm feeling good, man. If y'all want to send me some LOL, because they're gonna put the Cash App and put LOL at the end to make it seem like
you know what? That's a goddamn good point, Murph. We need to put our Cash Apps in this goddamn podcast.
But people pay.
So we can beg for money.
Look, I get motherfuckers all the time that ask me like, man, Murph, what's your Cash App info? And I don't give it out. I've never asked anybody to send me any funds, anything. Like, that's just not my thing. I've done some shows where people have asked me to put my Cash App handle in the corner. You know what I mean? I did to hear Zooming with the homies, and like somebody sent me like $15, which is weird as hell, like a whole stranger. I guess for them laughing at whatever I was talking about. But
I mean, that's just love, though. I mean, you're not asking for that.
But I see grown men all the time when they birthday roll around who be like, man, like, you send me something. Like, what? Like, begging is okay.
I'm like you. I'm not comfortable with virtual begging. You know, I'm not. But again, I'm not mad at
my Cash App is Dave Helem, like sitting that shit now. Like, nigga, I'm not working. I did not get hired for season 2 of Woke. Like, nigga, Cash App me that money, nigga.
Yeah, look, like I said, bro, I don't knock nobody hustle. You know, get it how you live, man. I mean, it's a lot of people. It's so many ways to get money out here. You know, but the finessing at the end of the day, when I think of finesse, I just think you just fuck somebody else over. So I'm not about that. You know
that's not necessarily finessing though. Finessing is just kind of like, you don't gotta fuck somebody over.
Well, I mean, you know, it's typically in the context of how it's positioned though. So like, you know, I finesse Murph out of $300. You know what I'm saying? That whole context typically means I just screw Murph out of $300. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what about the girl who got stuck in Atlanta during All-Star Weekend?
She finessed all them dumbasses because she was on there later laughing about it. So Murph, you got to get up out of here. I know you got things to do. Man, I appreciate you jumping on the show, man. You want to let us know what you got going on before you leave?
Yeah, man. Like I say, just check out Woke, season 1 on Hulu, and please continue to keep supporting my homies Dave and Eli, man. You know, these are great Chicago stand-ups, man. And great individuals, great people all the way around, and we just gotta put your Cash App in the side so we get you a haircut and a new globe. We gonna get this shit together. And yeah, man, definitely just keep supporting live comedy, man. We appreciate all of you that tune in and also that share our content. Continue to share it and continue to keep a face on Chicago comedy.
Yeah, man. But thank you for dropping by, Murph. We definitely appreciate you.
Love, man. Thank y'all, man.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Be smooth, Murph.
All right, peace.
Yeah, I was saying though, that like, if somebody is in a bad predicament and people are just like going to give them the money, is that finessing or is that just being like you have no shame?
No. When I think of finesse is persuading or manipulating somebody out of something that you necessarily don't need, but you just
they
finessing doing it at their expense.
But they finessing the system too, though.
Finessing the system, they don't need it. They got it. They finessing everybody else, the system. So shit. Look, bro, I'm like this. I'm the type of person I root for the villains in most of the movies. Most of the time, I be kind of wanting them to win. I'm like, damn, you know, got the asses.
Because that's you. Because that's you. Like, I can see you with a cape on right now with that same haircut. Like, you have 9 hours to deliver the Batman, or Gotham City is mine.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you right now, if our whole life being existence was a fucking comic book, nigga, I would definitely be a villain. Cause I'm Rage Against the Machine all day. You know what I'm saying?
You're the radish.
I got my whole mental things about shit. I would definitely be a fucking villain to be, and I'd be the type of villain I'm coming back all the time. Like I'm be, if it's a season of 12 episodes, I'm a villain in at least 8 of them bitches.
You know why you be the villain? You know why? Because every villain has an origin story that comes from hurt. So your origin story would come from like your house being repossessed, and then you turned into like the radish.
Nigga, when Thanos won on motherfucking Avengers 1, nigga, I was like, about fucking time. This nigga won for at least a year. You know what I'm saying? Because when they came out with part 2, then he lost, but he at least got to bask in his victory for a whole year. And I'm like,
who the hell was rooting for Thanos?
Thanos made all the people disappear. He won. He got all 7 gemstones, or however many it was, and beat y'all ass. Captain America.
Are there any movies where the villain wins, or comic books? Like I can't think of any where the villain actually wins and like the movie just goes off.
That was the first time in history. That's
no. You know what? They had Batman versus Superman. And I think Superman died, but you know Superman wasn't gonna be dead for real. Like I want to see a real movie where like the person just dies and it's just like, all right, well, thank y'all for coming. I can't think of many superhero movies where the hero does not come out on top. James, can you, as a comic book buff?
No, I can't think of any off the top of my head.
But that's the car crackers. Those are the finessers. Those are the villains. Like. And these are people who are like, hey, the game is fucked up, but it allows me to win. So I'm going to finesse the system.
Finesse game is more than just card cracking, man. We can talk about the finesse game in itself. You know, you got people who scamming, you got boosters, you know what I'm saying? You got people who selling you bogus shit. Black market, we can't see that. You gotta put it in the middle.
I just got $5 from somebody on my Cash App. Hey.
Nice.
And then they just taxed it, so I got $486. Fuck you, Cash App. But thank you, brother, for that $5.
I'm not ever mad at people trying to, finesse. I just think you got to be on your toes, man. I'm in the financial industry. There's all types of like suitability laws and stuff in place for people to prevent finessing, because that's finessing on a different level. When you finesse, like that's some Bernie Madoff finessing.
You said you in the financial industry, you said?
Yeah. I've been in the financial industry since 2015. I started at Mass Mutual and I'm still contracting New York Life. So yeah, there's all type of training stuff we got on the go.
What is it that you don't do, Edad?
Fuck around. You know what I'm about? I don't fuck around, baby. I'm about my money.
I mean, he's about his finances. He got some edibles if you into it. He'll sell you life insurance. He's a radish model. Like, what is it? What do you not do, my brother?
Jack of all trades, master of a few of them, just a few of them, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta be, man, you gotta have more than one stream of revenue. We talked about that before, but I don't want to get into that. But yeah, man, I mean, you ain't gonna get rich by just working a regular job. You know what I'm saying? And keeping you on my toes, man, my network is vast. But that comes by not fucking people over, not finessing people. You know,
I do agree with that. I do believe that
that's the downside of finessing.
Karma is the word you were talking about.
Karma and reputation. Those are the two things at stake when you finesse. When you are a professional finesser, a scam artist, a con artist, people cannot stand people like thieves. I fucking hate a thief. I hate them with a passion. I hate it because it just says you too lazy to use what you really got. to apply it. The money, a lot of the times when people be on bullshit, if they took that same time and energy to apply to something positive, they can get it just as fast. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not as fast, but it's more of a long-term play.
I got a phone call like 3 days ago. No, I didn't get a phone call. I got an email saying that my checking account was charged $400 for something. If you refute this transaction, call this number. So I called the number. So I'm like, I didn't do that. And guess what it was? Fucking scammers. People who were like,
You fell for that shit?
You said what?
You fell for that?
Well, yeah, I didn't know what transaction they was talking about. I was like, I do spend a lot of money on bullshit, right?
So you can look at the subject, and you can always look at the sender. If it always got like some hieroglyphic ass shit, just know it's a scam, bro. That shit goes straight to phishing. PHISHING, the phishing.
I will tell you exactly what the email was as we keep talking about stuff. But and then they do that shit too, where they call you from like a number, like you might get like a 312 call. And so I'm in LA, so if I see 312, I'm like, oh shit, it's somebody from the crib calling me. And then it be scammers. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they don't, and usually, and look, anytime you know it's a robocaller, as soon as you answer the phone, you will hear something like this, whoop, whoop, like something like a little noise or a drip. Hang up.
I don't know what that is.
It's always a scammer. It's always a scammer. Or not a scam, or a robocaller or something, bro. I don't give them time of day. I got somebody said, "Yo, this is Social Security Department. We need your Social Security."
Yes. And they will never call you. They will never call you, ever.
Yeah, like ever. Man, come on, man. But again, there's people that get got all of the time. You know, those are the type of finesses that I don't like. Because there's a lot of older people who don't know no better. I mean, we live in a fast-paced world where technology is advancing faster than even millennials can keep up with it. You think old people, you know what I'm saying? Some of them old people don't even know how to send a fucking email.
But that's who's getting got, bro.
Well, yeah, they prey on people like that, so I don't appreciate it.
And me. I'm like, ooh.
You need to get it together, man.
Hey, 40 is not being nice to me, Jay. Like, for real. Like, I've aged. Like, I'm looking at this Zoom. I think I've aged about 10 years in the last 2 years, just being out here. So they definitely know that they can get my old ass. I was like, what you say? Huh? But then I was like, can you just send me the document? And I'll look it over. They were like, no, we need your credit card.
Though, man, because scamming is such advanced right now. I mean, the fact that people hacked into my PlayStation network, bought 3 games. I don't know how that happened. You know what I'm saying? But when I disputed it, I got my money back. But guess what? Now I'm banned from the PlayStation Network. Nigga, I didn't even do nothing. You motherfuckers.
Why do you keep getting banned from everything, man? No, this is a real question.
I have a Roku stick just because I can't even entertain me or anybody else to come to my bedroom because that's where my PlayStation is with the fucking PlayStation Network because, you know, I can't watch movies on there. I can't even get on the internet. And I didn't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Why do you keep getting banned from things? From
Illuminati, because of the shit I'm talking about on Jason Gray.
I'm telling you, man.
And like, this is bullshit.
What, Instagram, PlayStation Network, what else?
I got my Instagram back, and PlayStation Network better quit playing with me. If I gave a fucking up, I only play my PS4 that much. If I did, Legal Shield would be on the case. Just like I hired for IG. Shout out to Legal Shield. My mama got me signed up in 2007. I've been in there all the time, baby. Come out.
Legal what?
I had to give my mom's a gangster Legal Shield.
What's the name of the service?
Legal Shield. Prepaid legal. That's how I got my Instagram back. They show what they have. Well, I've been using prepaid legal for a minute.
So they email the Instagram like, hey, this is Legal Shield, and we represent E. Hamilton.
They don't say Legal Shield. It's an actual law firm. Now, look, it's been a lot of pyramid schemes, but Legal Shield ain't one of them. I can actually vouch for them. One of the attorneys helped me close when I got my condo, they helped me close. They was my closing attorney.
That's who you use for your goddamn.
Yeah, $300. I would have to pay what, $1,000 to somebody else? Nope, $300. Got my crib. What you talking about? 7 years later. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Did you call them when you caught that case?
No, I wasn't gambling with that. That was too serious. You know what I'm saying? I used some. No.
I promise you, man. I'm gonna write you a movie.
I caught a DUI. I caught a DUI, and mom was like, "What did you call legal shit?" Like, "Ma, you know, it's a DUI. My life online. I don't know if I really gamble with that one." You know what I'm saying?
I cannot wait to write the Eli Hamilton story. Elijah Road.
Yeah, amazing. Elijah Road coming to bookstores, or cyber bookstores, or Audible.
Yeah, write a book, man. Write a book.
Writing it, man. It's so real. It's so real, bro. I done so much shit. I'm like the Black Forrest Gump, except I'm not mentally challenged. You know what
I'm about to say you really are. Like you really are the Black Forrest Gump. Like seriously. Yeah, like
motherfucker.
Simple is as simple does.
Like Jenny did, just like Jenny did Forrest. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a lot worse. What's I write about her ass? I might even put her real name in there.
Didn't she have AIDS in the movie?
I'm not. Yeah.
But how come he didn't have AIDS, huh?
Oh man, yo, I would have loved to hear about. Man, we've been ignoring the comments. I'm so sorry, y'all.
Has there been any comments?
My man's Terrence he runs a sports podcast, man. Terrence Nichols. He said Shock G just passed. Dave, you a hip hop head, Shock G. That is from Digital Underground.
That's the one who put the satin in your panties.
Yeah, from Digital Underground. Damn, that's crazy.
You know what's funny is that actually it's not funny at all. But all people are dying young as shit. My dad didn't make it to 60. Your dad didn't make it to 60.
My dad was 67 when he passed.
Okay, my bad. That's still too young.
Yeah.
But I feel like as people get older, I'm saying I feel like as people get younger in terms of like DMX, like our icons that we grew up watching in the 90s are all passing away so fast. Like, and I don't know, but guess what? They're all black men. They're all black men. So like it's something that's tying all this shit together in terms of DMX, Black Rob, Shock G. Who else recently passed away? Shit, I don't know. Like, but that's a whole episode about. Well, come on now. That was a helicopter accident, but there is something. You said who?
Was it an accident?
Eli, I swear to God.
I'm about to leave this Zoom right now. God, but my point is that we're not making it. You know, in terms of it, I don't know what Shock G passed away from, but if you saw him, he looked like a relatively healthy dude. Man, and
we gotta definitely just take care of ourselves and our bodies, man. Like that's
this is why we need a part 2 to take your ass to the doctor.
Yeah, we gotta get Ed back on. That was personally one of my favorite episodes. Yeah, that was a good one.
If you saw Black Rob though, Black Rob looked bad. He looked bad, bro.
I'll be mad. Look, let me tell you something. If I'm on my deathbed, if any of y'all bitches fucking take a picture of me in a selfie and put it on, like, man, I'm gonna be mad as fuck. And after, like, well, why the fuck you put me on social media looking like that? Man, they had Black Robin looking bogus. And ain't nobody seen Black Robin in years. And when you see him, he gotta look like that. No.
He had like teeth missing. Like it was just.
Black Rob was probably like, when you see that shit, he's too weak to snap. He's like, that's not, not funny. I'm sorry.
You gotta chill. Okay, like you're on timeout for the next 2 minutes. Like mute yourself, please.
That's horrible. I love Black Rob. Shout out to what's the name of that album? Jasmine something.
No, I don't know. I don't know any of Black Rob's albums by heart.
Yeah, he has no tracks on that album. Either way, please don't do that to me. Oh goodness, people taking pictures of people in the funeral casket. Don't do that shit. That's not how they want to be remembered.
You know what? When my dad passed, my brother did that. He had posted a picture of my dad because when he passed away, they kept him in a hospital bed until we could get there from Chicago. My brother took a picture of my dad and put it on Facebook, and I was like, man, would you please take that down? Like, and it looked like he was sleeping, you know what I'm saying? But he had passed already.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you got to have etiquette. And with social media, and this is why all this scamming stuff is so relevant now, because I go to therapy, and I've been seeing a counselor about just having like individual counseling, and I think social media is really kind of like fucking up the world because
it's
with social media,
desensitizing us to like genuine experiences.
Well, let me just finish what I was saying real quick. Like I was talking to him about with social media, you want to show the world what you're doing and be like, hey, I'm this, I'm that, versus I am enough. Like I don't need to post and show you what I'm doing. Like I am enough as an individual, right? And I think that with all the hustles and scamming stuff going on, people are playing to people's senses and trying to lean into that shit in order for you to get more sympathy towards them. And it's
like
just like
you give them an inch, they take a mile. If you put enough like crazy, bogus, bad shit out there, when you post something that's typically tragic, it's like, oh, I seen worse than that. That's and then you got the evil soul trolls who might laugh or just something like that. So you can't even imagine because there's some fucked up people out there. That's what I'm saying. Everything doesn't need to go on social media. Even accomplishments. I definitely look, as far as I'm concerned, all my Facebook and Instagram friends think my life is amazing because you will never know when I'm going through some shit because that's none of your business. I don't want you to know. I don't want you to know because guess what? 50% act like they care. The other 50% is glad that it happened to you. You know what I'm saying? Even if you ain't never had no beef with them because they fucking miserable and misery loves company. So it's like certain things you just reserve. Like I don't put shit on there. I put certain stuff that's just a statement, maybe an observation, whatever. But man, everything don't deserve on that. You are not going to get a chance to bask in my fucking pain. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to chance to roast my family if I put somebody on there or whatever. Nah, bro. Like I'm not even people.
Have we had that episode already? About
we definitely should though, but I mean
the
that's
dangers,
what it is.
the
like,
dangers of social media. Like,
yeah,
I think we should definitely get into that.
Even accomplishments, man. Like people, like man, I'm not gonna post my whip when I get a new whip. You know why? Cause nigga, it's a nice whip and I like it. I don't need to show it off because to me it looks like, man, you must ain't used to having nice shit.
Well, I think that's part of the hustle right now is that our generation, we grew up AOL in the 90s, but we didn't really grow up with the internet and stuff like that. The internet came, the internet came in like our teens, 20s. But can you imagine being raised on TikTok and having your validation be a part of like social media being part of your existence, part of your validation, like from the get-go. I think that's what's like really different for these kids like these days. And that's a whole different episode.
I got a question for both of you. When did you guys get MySpace? How old were you when MySpace came out?
2008.
Yeah, I was in college.
So you were in college? Okay, word. All right.
You was still in college? No, you was not in college in 2008.
Yeah, I had one in college because Facebook was in college.
Right.
I graduated college in 2004. So I got
MySpace was like 07.
No, MySpace was really popping when Facebook was surfacing. It just ended up taking it over.
Yeah.
I didn't get on
I graduated college
MySpace until 07.
So
I was on College Club.
2002, 2003. I had a Black Planet too.
I did too.
I had a Black Planet page and a MySpace.
All that shit was like Bumble and Tinder back in the day. That's all that shit was,
I don't even think they even knew what it was gonna be. It just exploded, and then it's like, damn, we can do this with this and do this and do all of that, But I think it really did expose a lot of people's dark personalities. We can definitely have another episode because we can go down the rabbit hole talking about how the
right. Let's stay on brand for the episode. I get you on that.
You know what I'm saying?
But
what comes with that comes scammers, people who finessing, and I mean, right now it's so funny. I like to think that I have a pretty good gauge on that because as a business owner, marketing is is a key piece to branding your business. So I know a lot of business techniques and marketing. So that's why I can see scams a mile away when I see it. Marketing scams, all of this. You know what I'm saying? You know, we can get you leads. We can do this. This is blah 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 blah. Just pay us this and all that shit. When you really look at the business model, man, that shit basic as hell. You can do it yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad at anybody for basically plugging into a market and taking advantage of people. That's just how it goes. But
I think it's like the chicken and the egg in some ways. Like with this floss-tastic like environment that we live in right now, people want money, and they want things not necessarily just to have those things, but they want to show the world that they have these things. So they're card cracking, they're running scams, they're doing these GoFundMe so they can buy the shit to show other people like I am somebody, and it's not getting no better.
It's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna get worse. But I mean, you know, what do you do, man? So like, hey, all I know is that you either gonna swim or you bound
or drown.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's the world that we're living in right now. And you know, you gotta wise yourself up because man, it's only gonna get worse with the advancement technology. That shit is beyond what we can even fathom. How they get into your accounts, hacking, all that shit. You gotta be safe, and you just gotta be on point, man. So you know, the whole method of this episode was really based on like a morale, I like to say. But you know, I think that if you finessing or scamming, eventually karma is going to catch up. It usually does, because you know when you finesse somebody or something, it turns into greed, and usually when you get greedy, that's when you start making mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So I would just say use that energy and position to something positive, because you're smart enough to scam, you smart enough to hustle the legit way.
I say use your common sense, man. Like if it don't make sense, it probably don't make sense for real. Like they had these whole things where people were like saying like, send me this amount of money and I will get you this amount. Remember that shit on Facebook? Like people were saying like, you know, if you give me this and then you'll cash out. And I didn't understand what it was.
I don't take no type of money advice from Facebook, period. I'm not joining the groups. I'm gonna be looking for the dislike button on James's big post. Like, man, fuck out of here, James.
You know you love it.
What's that shit called? Dogecoin?
Dogecoin, yeah. I've been staring at it this whole episode.
Oh man, I'm not on the Dogecoin train, baby.
It dropped 50% since the episode started.
What is that?
Dogecoin is a joke. It's not even real. Like Dogecoin,
it's not even a utility coin.
But Bitcoin ain't real.
Have any longevity. People it's a pump and dump coin that people jumped on, and
it's great.
And it's really it's kind of picked up its own legs, but it's not there for the long term.
It's great.
When has anything that has been put in the public's face been worth money in the long run? I feel like things that have made money are things that people don't know about.
Plenty. Plenty make people. Yeah, I mean. Like Tesla has been a blessing. Apple,
but Tesla didn't start off like that. Tesla's like that now.
Like you gotta know about market trends. You gotta know who's in charge of the company. It's a lot of things people don't really know what to look at when they place an investment. And
I'm saying Tesla is so expensive though that even if you wanted to buy Tesla, you really can't. Like unless you got capital like that. So. It's not really a hustle. Like Tesla's
look, it's the same thing. If you got a PPP loan, right, instead of going to cash that shit out on some dumb shit on some stuff that depreciates like liabilities, start you an investment portfolio. If that's the case, like I said, you can take if you're about to get 30,000 from the government, man, take 10,000 and put it in the market.
That's not going to be good for the market though, because now you have all this money that's being pumped.
Isn't it? Yeah, fill the market with money.
Yes, that's great for the market. We might have to have another episode on financial literacy too. Like seriously, like people hustling backwards out here, bro. They hustling.
No, see, I find that once people start buying too many shares of things, that's when the value starts coming down. Like when people start knowing that
you have to understand one thing though, Dave. Like when companies make an initial public offering, IPO.
Yeah, that's getting in early though.
No, that money that comes in. They utilize that money to do R&D, research and development. I
get that, but once you have too many shares of something, it's going to bring down the value.
No. The shares is already allotted prior to them even offering it. You can't just create shares out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
shares,
not shares, but it's going to bring down the value of that share once you have more people buying into it.
No, that's you thinking of saturating the market. That has nothing to do with investments. You know what I'm saying? If I know I'm getting a boatload of money, you know what I'm saying? If anything, I'm probably going to keep increasing it. But then at some point, I'm going to do a split. Like Tesla just recently had a split 3 months ago.
Any stock that people have told me about that's been popping, and they told me to buy that was doing well, and then people started jumping in like into this stock, it does not tend to go well in terms of people.
No, you think that? No, possibly maybe a crypto, because the more times people put into something, it
no. I'm talking about stocks. Like.
No, it's based on the market cap. It's based on the market cap. But the thing with stock is that it doesn't work the same way. You know what I'm saying? You can buy as many shares as you want or whatnot, but at some point, you know what I'm saying, they just gonna keep increasing. If that's the case, everybody want to jump in on Amazon. Amazon stock is like what? 3,000 a share right now?
No, I'm not talking about the shit that's expensive like that. I'm talking about the stocks that are coming up that are relatively cheap, and that people are saying, "Oh, this is the next." Like they have been doing well, and then once the word gets out that this is going well, and I should jump on the stock, and everybody jumps on this stock, I find that the value tends to go back down for that particular stock, and I've seen it over and over with these things. Like
you got to understand why it fluctuates. Why is the volatility in the market? You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to understand. And crypto is an investment. It's an investment space, and it's a platforms. But then you got stocks. It's two different things. One is companies. One is digital assets. You know what I'm saying? But again, we can have a whole nother episode on that. I love talking about shit like this because right now it's a wave, and I like the fact that everybody's jumping in on it. You know, again,
but you're still not hearing like that's a whole different point from what I'm saying. My point in this moment is just that for things that are not like established stocks, for things that are just like a buzz stocks, like the less people who know about it, it's kind of like a hip hop group in some ways, where it's like, remember like when you first heard of like Little Brother, and it was like very few people were like on that train of like, and the value of this group was like that, but then like once everybody jumped onto that ship, it was like the value of that group kind of just like it wasn't the same. So I've had like stocks like Ideanomics, startup for weed companies, stuff like that. People were like, yo, this is pop, like Sundial, right? That was doing really well. And then people just like came in once they got the good news that this stock was gonna pop. And then all these people just jumped on the ship, and then the value of that stock
what's that's called right now, what that's called right there is a bubble. You know what I'm saying? The more people jump, it hyperinflates it.
It pops.
Right. So I'm saying, and the foundation of it can't necessarily meet the expectations of this.
If you got in early and got out,
well, it bottoms out because it corrects itself. That's what happens, and it happens in crypto like at least every other week. It's correction. People buy at the corrections. They call it the dips. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, like, yeah, I'm not. That's why I don't jump on the hype train. They pump and dumps. I don't do that.
I don't sell shit. The things that I buy, I've kept in my portfolio, and they're going to be there. But I'm just going.
But sometimes you got to know when to sell, when to make a profit, when to do an exit strategy. It's a lot to that shit. Again,
I'm just letting that shit ride, bro.
Different. I love these conversations. I know James do. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother conversation. But the thing is, people finessing out here, they don't have the mental and fortitude to actually learn this shit. They just want that.
They do though.
They want the quick money though, because it really, I mean, everybody that's actually got a little quick hustle. Some people, you know, I can't speak for all. Again, bro, I'm the type of person like get it how you live, as long as they're not robbing people or affecting people. I can't stand thieves. But if you just getting over on the system and you found a loophole, because rich people do it all the fucking time and they get away with it, except they extort millions and millions and millions.
Well, guess what happens with
getting a couple thousand or hundreds here and there, man. I'm not caring.
Guess what happens when the rules change, bro? Watch. I said, guess what happens when the rules change to benefit the people who it wasn't built for? Like they want to like play like, hey, this is not okay, because now it's like black folks who are profiting from this shit. Like, Them is a show I really want you to watch because all that stuff is being talked about in that.
I mean, I'm always looking for a good show to check out, man. We got some people in the chat. Thanks. Shout out to Brandon, Trailer, Terrence Nichols. Brandy is in the building. What's up, Brandy? Adi,
Brandy Denise.
Vincent.
Hey.
Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, we kind of went off a little bit on something else, but you know, I love.
Don't we always?
We do. I mean, you know, it's an organic conversation. It flows organically, man. Yeah, I like that, man. We could talk about everything, but you know, there's a lot of scamming going on a larger scale that we don't even know. That's right on our very nose. They scamming the government every fucking day. When they sit in them fucking rooms, them lobbyists coming in, and you know, man, money. That's why it's a hierarchical standard. Like, first you get the money. Then you
Shit, here come Hotep Hamilton. Here come Hotep Hamilton.
Hey, that was the last first album. Money, Power, Respect. That's the key to life. That's what it is, though. You got money, you got options. You know what I'm saying? You
know what? You need your own podcast with just you, and then you just bring in people who have been locked up, and then y'all just have conversations
that's an amazing idea. Not that I know that many criminals, but I know a few of them.
I'm telling you, and then they can just tell you how the government is why they got imprisoned, and not because they had sex with somebody who they shouldn't have been having sex with. They made them go to jail, but the system was the problem. I'm like,
look, bro. I'm not here to judge nobody. You shouldn't, whatever. You know what I mean? We got our own standards of living or whatnot. But I'm saying
no. But I think you need a show based upon conspiracy theories. I think that would be like way better than Jays and Graves.
Yes.
I think you go around the country finding other people who like other doomsday preppers and like not non-vaxxers, and then y'all just come up with like.
Oh, Dave, let me ask you this. Let me ask you a question.
Called the real shit.
No, I'm saying let me ask you a serious question. So, do you think that the world is what it appears to be?
Oh my God!
Just a yes or no question.
No, it's definitely not.
Okay, that's all I need to know. Because right there, you can go into a whole like plethora of different shit on why you don't think it is.
I mean, that's why The Matrix was made, the movie. You want the red pill or the blue pill, right?
Right.
But here's the thing.
Some people look a little bit more in depth in certain things than others. Like I respect it. Like that shit kind of.
I don't even want the truth at this point.
Why? Well, you know I can't say that because people can't handle the truth. Shout out to Jack Nicholson. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Good men. Yeah, if you know your movie.
Oh.
You can't handle the truth. But again, it depends on what you want to know. Because like if you say I don't want to know the truth, but this person knows the truth, but you looking at him crazy for spitting the truth, what that say about you?
Man, I'm trying to enjoy my life, bro. I'm at that point where like
so they call that willful ignorance. You know what I'm saying? Because you are willfully saying I don't want to know, so I'm going to be ignorant on purpose. That's what they call it, willful ignorance.
Do you know how many people who I see
who basically say yo?
Do you know how many people who are woke that are living in cardboard boxes on the sides of streets because they knew too much or they have this knowledge, but it does not benefit their life.
But so do you look at them in a certain way because they
I don't
fucking know the truth?
But I don't want that life.
Like, yeah, that's willful ignorance. Some people would rather say, you know what, I want to know so I can prepare.
I don't want to be like, yeah, I know all that shit.
Like, man, it's too much for them. It's too much for them. Some people can handle it like, okay, I'm gonna prepare because now I know what's about to happen. You know what I'm saying?
I remember we were at Jokes and Notes one day, and Lil Rel was there. And he's talking about the industry. And he said, man, all this shit is fake. All this shit is fake. All this shit is fake. And I was just like, at that time, I was like, well, that's fucked up. Why would you want to be in something like that? But the more I think about it, it's like, it's not that it's fake. It's just like, it's not real. But that don't mean it's fake. It's like, you just have to pick and choose the pieces that you want to pull out to your lifestyle, right? So if I want stability and I want to be able to say, hey, I want this for my career, I can't go to bat for the shit that doesn't matter. And I'm not saying stuff like political things towards like black people, like all that shit is important.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a lot of stuff out there that it's just like, this shit don't matter. Like, let me go create my movies, my life, tell my stories, do what I do. But I'm not here to be that person to be like, I'm going to bring the truth to the world.
You don't have to be a sounding board. You don't have to be the voice. But what I'm saying is, like, I would never shun or disregard somebody who basically, some people actually are immersed into it. I'm always open to hearing it. You know what I'm saying? I'm inquisitive. I got questions because I'm not gonna ever turn a blind. Like, I don't want to hear that truth because I just want to enjoy my life. You know what I'm saying? That's along the same lines of, if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right type shit. You know what I mean? No, I want to fucking know so I can just know what I want to do with this information because it might be useful later. You know what I'm saying? It kind of depends on the space you're in. Because it's
got 3 words: peace of mind. That's all I want. Like I don't. If it's not peace of mind, I'm not fucking with it. Because I've been that justice warrior where I've tried to.
I'm not a protester. I don't go out. I don't protest. I don't march. I don't do that. But what I will take with that information, I use it for my own good and for my preparation. You know what I'm saying? However people do it, that's fine. You can't tell nobody on how to basically act out in a certain type of way. Everybody is different though. But one thing I would never do is shun knowledge because I don't want to know it because I just want to be happy. Like, I still need to know, like, okay, that's good to know. You know what I'm saying? It's like one to grow on. Knowledge is wisdom, bro. How could you say I'm a black wisdom because I just want to be happy? I'd rather be ignorant and happy than just knowing some shit.
And that's why I don't go through people's phones ever.
Yes, yeah, I mean,
ever.
Yeah.
And like I'm good.
Well,
like
this is such a good topic. This is such a good topic to really expound on. I understand, like, we're on a timeline. We are even over our time today, but one thing I like about working with James, because James is so knowledgeable because he done heard so many different type topics and opinions that he has an opinion on pretty much everything. And so I just think really he just kind of be respecting the conversation, man. That's dope. Because, man, it's so much shit that we can just talk about for hours, but this is one of them right here. Because, like, I'm different when it comes to, like, information like that. I be wanting to know.
This episode has been sponsored by Maestro's Beard Butter. Okay. If it's not Maestro's, it's not beard butter.
Let me get some of that beard butter because my beard don't grow up past. I need my beard to grow.
Throw me something too, bro. I need a mustache.
Yeah, my shit is good around here. It just started connecting like 4 years ago.
You got to eat that ass. All right, you know what? It's time to go. It's time to go. It's time to. It's time to go to Instagram Live.
Right, Dave. Tell them, like, so Facebook isn't the sole platform that we are doing the show anymore. We actually are on YouTube now, and eventually we're gonna move our show over to YouTube. Because y'all don't appreciate us on Facebook. We be spending some hot fire. We just need hot fire. Y'all take us for granted. Oh, that's just Dave and Eli. Just Dave and Eli. But you know what? We love.
You know what? That's how they see us right now. Because they don't know what we are dropping to the masses yet, and because we are still building it. This shit smell like gasoline, but we are out here planting these seeds, and once we blow, they're gonna be like, yo, we saw your show on Facebook when y'all had 4 viewers each week.
Nah, fuck you.
That's why we need to write this movie about zombie card crackers, where we take the Jordan Peele aspect of it and combine it with the Master P, I got the hookup aspect of it, and have a baby with these 2 movies about these zombie card crackers. And I'm telling you, it's gonna pop.
It's gonna pop. It's gonna crack. Yo, so James, can you tell us?
Yes.
What do we mostly plugging for the YouTube channel? What do we say that they need to go check out and subscribe to? Subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, subscribe to our YouTube. We'll have a proper URL, youtube.com/shades of gray soon. We need 100 subscribers first, so we'll put the link on Jason Gray's and People of Comedy. Just go there, subscribe right away, just so we can get those numbers up and get a real URL and start popping off.
Yeah, I mean, we about to start working with a marketing person.
Yeah.
We about to get our shit together.
Legit, bro.
We about to come out with some Jason Gray's pens. We about to come out with some Jason Gray's hair dye. You know,
you know what? That's really smart.
You know, get some swag material. You know what I mean? Might as well use the proceeds to put more into the business, into the show, and then we just blue, 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 blow up. You know what I'm saying?
Blue, 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 blue.
We can't do that without the audience's help, though. So please share the show, rate the show, review the show on iTunes, subscribe, show it to as many people as you can. This is, dude, I produce fucking, 20, 30 shows? This is my favorite show. Sorry, every other show. You learn more about the world on this show than pretty much anything else that goes on in this fucking room. So please share the show with as many people as you can and help blow this fucking podcast up.
Please do, man. We got so much shit to talk about. We never want to drop for words. You never want to drop a conversation. You got two intelligent guys who have been around the block.
Thank you so much, Eli. I'm intelligent.
You know what I mean? You look smart. You know what I'm saying?
Here, butter.
There
Hey, man, look. The after show, the post show, will be on Instagram Live. That's always fun, too.
15-minute break. I got to pee, and I'm going to make me another drink.
The show's always funny on Instagram Live because people can join in. And I didn't know that was a feature on Instagram, but people can just request to be a part of our video now. You said what?
We just found that out 2 weeks ago, that you can have more than 2 people on a live. So
yeah,
we want y'all to come over to Instagram Live. Dave Helem on Instagram. Eli
Helem, yeah, let him know.
I have to think about it. Eli_Hamilton 1. Don't follow the one with 2 N's. That's my backup page. That's how I was locked up. And I have to put another page.
Would you please delete that page?
Follow Eli.
Hold on. Time out.
Hamilton 1.
Okay,
1.
sir, happy man. Delete that other page. Delete that 2N page.
I got 92 followers. It's hard.
Okay. Well, I will see y'all.
We're going to go live in about 15 minutes, man. Check it out. Join the conversation.
You said 15 minutes?
What, 10, 15 minutes?
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
15 minutes. Yeah, it's realistic. So if y'all go take a bathroom break, this is intermission to the post show. Shout out to our engineer, James Webb. Hey. You know, if you got a show,
hey.
ass, hoe ass, bullshit ass, fuck ass show, straight off the ground, he going to make it hot.
It's true.
Okay.
It's true.
Peace.
All right, y'all.
Bye.